Hi, I'm Jake.
And I'm Nick.
And this is the last video we're filming on this little reunion get-together we've had, which I've enjoyed very much.
As have I. It's been a great time.
Yep. And I thought a good thing to wrap it out on would be a video that covers two things that we don't both exclusively love, but we love one on the left and one on the right. If I'm remembering right, you love the show Game of Thrones.
You do.
And are you at all familiar with Lord of the Rings?
I actually have never seen Lord of the Rings. I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never seen it in full.
I guess that fits because I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones, but I grew up binging the Lord of the Rings movies. So I thought, why don't I show you the epic rap battle, all scripted, the epic rap battle between J.R.R. Martin and J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah. The
epic rap battles, for those who don't know, it's a series of videos, comedy sketches, where these two guys and a guest star of the week, whoever they can get, put on makeup and shit, and they imitate an actual, either fictional character or real-life person, and they just go at each other in rap battles like Gandhi versus Martin Luther King.
Yeah, okay, I've seen these before. I don't think I've seen this one, but...
But yeah, I just thought it'd be good because we like one, but not both. So, without further ado, let's watch and see who comes out on top.
I'm rooting for my boy, Martin.
J.R.R.
There he is.
J.R.R. Tolkien! Brace yourselves! Gather up your trolls and your soldier elves! And your Ents and your orcs and your wargs and your stings, your dwarves and cantrings! Cause there's a new literary lord in the ring! My peers fall in love with every character I've written, then I kill them. And they're like, what did he do? Your bad guys died, your good guys survived. Someone's gonna hack my page in H5. You're all seeing how to find some sex in your movies. Ditch the Goonie, cast a couple boobies. There's your plugs and not David the Gnome. Your hobbit hole heroes can't handle my throne. Queens, dragons, dwarves, horses, fortresses, magic and swords. You lost me my whole shit, you uninspired. You want to war, George? Welcome to J.R.R. You got nothing to say. I'm number 1 and 2. You're under 50 shades of crack. Oh. Your shit's subpar. You're a pirate. You even stole my armor. Oh, we all know the world is full of chance and anarchy. So yes, it's true to life for characters that die randomly. But newsflash, genre's called fantasy. It's meant to be unrealistic. You might have humanity. I conscientiously object to what you're doing on these beasts. I'll cut you like my teeth on Beauty and the Beast. You ain't too deep, Professor Tweed Pants. We don't need the backstory on every fucking tree branch. Deep in the trenches of the song. You locked your Santa Claus ass through Vietnam.
Yeah.
Take criticism on clothes. From a dude who says a raven to say hi to his toes. Your fat jokes are worse than your pipe smoke. My show's the hottest thing on HBO. I'm rock and roll. You're a nerdy little nebbish and I may be dirty, but you got a hairy foot fetish, dog. Even the names of your characters suck. Got buffers and boofers and brandy bucks. I got a second breakfast for all them goofy fucks. Lift up my gut and teabag and smile nuts. C.S. Lewis and I were just discussing how you and Jon Snow.
Chronicles of Narnia author.
Backstory on my box office is brilliant. Got my children making millions off my silver brilliance, and I'm more
This is well done.
than you've ever
Yeah,
been.
they're great.
Every time I battle, it's return to the cave.
Love a little dance in the background.
That was well done.
They put a lot of great production value into their
Yeah,
video.
oh my god. The guy dresses as a girl.
Yeah, they've done...
I think Tolkien won. I wanted Martin to be my guy, but...
I think Tolkien had the stronger finish.
Yeah.
But J.R.R. Martin did get some good bits in there.
Yeah, he had some good riffs.
His best one is when he's like, we don't need the backstory on every fucking tree branch. Do you know what that is a reference to?
No, what is it? What? No.
J.R.R. Tolkien was famous for being very descriptive in his writing.
Yeah.
And one of his most well-known books, next to Lord of the Rings, is called The Silmarillion, and it's basically a history book, like a world history book, on the world that Lord of the Rings takes place in.
Oh, interesting.
So imagine a real book on the history of the world.
It's like a backstory almost, how like things got to where they were at the time of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like you could swear it's an actual history book with how it's written.
Yeah, how detailed it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, okay, that's a little much.
Yeah, it's only for the people who are totally into it.
But,
not like J.R.R. Martin hasn't wrote 7 books and then also sequels and prequels to all of his too, so.
The part where Martin's like, all your good guys live and your bad guys die. Boromir from Fellowship of the Ring would like a word with you.
I can't get the reference. I haven't seen the movie.
He
I
does.
assume people die.
Yeah, at least one.
True.
But
yeah, Game of Thrones. Anyone you start to like.
even though I haven't seen Game of Thrones, I do know because he mentions it here in his rap when he says, "I'll cut my teeth," like on Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
George R. R. Martin was a seasoned writer for the TV show Beauty and the Beast.
Interesting.
So that's a good little reference.
That is, yeah.
And
yeah, they do their work. They do their backstory here. Like, it's crazy how like the random stuff they're pulling out.
Yeah.
Talking about Tolkien's time in the war.
Yeah. And he's like, "You larped your Santa Claus ass," and he goes, "I conscientiously object," because George R. R. Martin was a conscientious objector during the Vietnam War.
Really? Yeah, there we go. Another just surprising fact to be thrown in there.
They didn't mention it here, but he was also Martin. He was a writer on the 1980s Twilight Zone TV show.
Okay.
Which I just think is a fun fact to know. And if you paid attention when you see him at his computer, you'll notice it's the actual type of computer that he writes on, a 1980s word processor.
Oh my god, where it's just like the black screen with the green letters.
Yeah, I believe that is what he writes his shit on.
Oh my god.
And
why not just use like a typewriter at that point? It's basically doing the same thing. You know, teach their own.
And Tolkien, where he's like, "Yes, we know it's true to life for characters that die randomly, but it's the genre's fantasy. It's unrealistic.
Yeah, it's meant to be unrealistic.
Myopic manatee."
And he's like, I know how your stories end after page 5. I'm like, eh.
And the makeup, like, it definitely looks like a costume, but the makeup is pretty good on both of them.
I mean, yeah, it does kind of look like George R.R. Martin.
Tolkien, this guy, I can't, at the moment, it's been a while since I watched the epic rap battles. I can't remember exactly who is who, but I know that this guy, like, he's played Joe Biden in a Donald Trump versus Joe Biden rap video.
Pretty funny.
And he pretty much looks the same.
Yeah.
And the hair's not quite as long, but that's a fun one. I did a reaction to that as well.
Yeah. That one was probably pretty funny.
So, just thought it'd be fun. As a Lord of the Rings fan, I enjoyed this video very much. How did you do as a Game of Thrones fan?
I liked it. Yeah, I think I should probably watch Lord of the Rings, but we'll see.
And I'll get to Game of Thrones at some point. I'm a bit slow in catching up in television.
It's a lot of hours of TV, so you gotta be buckled up ready for it.
This year was my homicide life on the street year, so thank you for coming back again, Nick. Great to have you.
Pleasure. Always good to be here.
Thank you for watching. I will see you again soon, and hopefully in the not too distant future, you or maybe your brother or sister will return to the channel, and as always, hope everybody has a good month.